Previously on Final Fantasy.
I see. So, you speak at means to contact these Mughals of the churning mists. Go-po-po-po? I say Kupo. Greetings, Kuplokop. To what do we owe the pleasure of your company? Tell me more about these Mughals in the sky, Kupo. I will gladly tell you all I know, though it amounts to precious little. We encountered a Mughal high in the clouds of Dravania and had hopes that you and your kin in the Twelveswood might agree to facilitate a meeting. Pray correct me if I am mistaken, Kuplo, but there are legends, are there not, which speak of Mughals who dwelt beyond the clouds. This should serve. They're hiding, of course, but there are so many of them, Kupo. I am Khan E. Senna. My companions and I have braved the long road from the Twelveswood to share words with you. On the occasion of our first meeting, we bring an offering of light and wind. Party time! Oh, hello. I am Moglin, the chieftain of this Mughal clan. Very nice to meet you. You're huge. Oh dear! The horn! Bring out the horn! Quickly now. We blow on this wondrous instrument whenever we wish to speak with the great worm, Kupo. We haven't perhaps been treating it with care it deserves of late, and I think Moghan may have sat on it. So we needed some time for cleaning and polishing, and straightening. No lasting harm done though. Now you need simply head to Zenith, the worm's dwelling to the west, to give the home a good toot. Estinine, what you got to say, boy? His name's actually Estinian. I keep saying his name wrong. Oh, you're so cute. Look at you. Dude, what a time to live in when you could just sleep in grass and not have it look like homelessness. Well, let's see if we can go blow this horn. However, it still seems windy AF. That sleep has done nothing for us. Yes, now I no longer look like I'm a pirate. You know, I realized I never got a helm from the last bit of quests I did. I still have this stupid helmet. Ugh. Okay, but we've got that. Now, where to go? Where to go? Not too much farther up. And we have a crystal that we can attune up there too. At least the music is decent in this area. Not just death to my ears. Any ether currents around here? Ooh, that's cool looking. Cool looking mount. I wonder if there's any ether currents around here. Ooh, you know what? I always forget that I have this ether current, this thing. Ooh, so I only have 2 more left to collect. Only 200 yalms. 200 yards. Yalms, yards. They have like different words that mean the same thing. Ether current, you're around here somewhere. It is 500 yalms northwest. Just around this corner. Hopefully. Hello? Ether current, where are you? Literally down here in one of these cracks somewhere. Ether current, hello? Hello? Up there? Holy moly. South. So it's up there. I'm just dumb. Okay, so it's up there. How do I get up there? There's the ether current that I've been looking for this whole time. And the same exact spot I needed to go anyway. It's another 2-in-1. It's like they want you to find it. Excuse me. Destination. Give me some actual voice acting this time, please. Please. Ooh, that's pretty. Ooh, it's getting dark. Getting very stormy. Whoa. Mortals, why do you disturb my solitude? It's Hrsvelger. Ooh, he's a beefy boy. A fuck ton of wings. What kind of dragon is this? Dude, calm down. Calm down. It is okay. I didn't mean to wake you. I mean, I did, but I'm sorry. Thou. Oh. Thou speakest thy name of a creature, but that awaiteth the release of oblivion. Leave me.
By the 12. Mine ears hear the tongue of dragons, yet the meaning rings clear within my mind. How can that be?
I don't know, Alphno. You tell me.
Hrsvelger, do you not remember me? 'Twas I whom you found in Dravania. I who glimpsed the truth. The truth about your past. About Shiva.
Do not speak her name, mortal.
But speak it I must. I have summoned Shiva's soul from the beyond and offered myself as her vessel. She has made her heart known to me.
Foolish girl, thinkest thou my beloved spirit hath descended from the heavens? That the secrets of her heart are thine to know?
I have surrendered mine to her. Do you not see, my love? I am Shiva reborn.
Gullible fool. The light but illuminated the past for thee. It did not grant thee omniscience. The spirit thou hast summoned belongeth not to Shiva, 'tis but a shade conjured by thine own fancy. In the age long past, mine own kin were guilty of like folly. Beguiled by the Dark One's lies, they attempted to resurrect a king amongst worms. Yet the divinity they called forth merely borrowed the semblance of my fallen brood brother. such gods are not summoned but created. Phantoms spun by the threads of misplaced faith.
Then the spirit that answered me.
Was but thy dream of Shiva. Thy soul hath been corrupted by deity of thine own making, child. Dude, she's heartbroken. She's devastated.
Be that as it may, Lord Hraesvelga, Izel's desire to heal the rift between man and dragon is real, and it has borne us this far. We would spare both our kind and yours the ravages of this senseless war. Pray join your voice to ours in a call for peace and forgiveness.
The tale of thy kind is one of avarice, treachery, and death. And thou wouldst speak to me of peace? Hark thee, mortal, to the naked truth. Then tell me thou deservest forgiveness.
Esk ein isor ul a, dran il esk afashi.
1200 years ago, my beloved Shiva's sacrifice served to bring an end to the war twixt man and dragon, paving the way for an age of peace and cooperation.
Fia ein kinu, losken stari strari dran, lar hesne schnell.
2 centuries of harmony were to follow, during which time the Elezen learned much about us, not least that the eyes of the great worm are the wellspring of his strength.
Toha maftal, feskdu for one istrasi, on lis el eshtai thorn.
'Twas out of the selfish desire to possess this strength that King Thordan then conspired to undo all that our peoples had achieved together.
Sai el if in erned, or ratatoska, stray morni.
With the aid of his leal knights, the most noble of the Elezen lured my broad sister Rataskur into an ambush, and took from her that which he craved. Probably totally butchered her name. So sorry. Fain would I strike the image from my mind, yet still the scene doth linger, of my brood sister's tattered corpse, defiled by her Elezen allies. They had torn out her eyes and feasted upon them in the manner of wild beasts. Yet that was not all, for from their bloody banquet the fiends had gained strength beyond that of mortal men. Even now I labor to comprehend the enormity of their betrayal. Nidhogg was the first to learn of the atrocity, and he took to the skies, hungry for vengeance. But though he slew Thordan and some of his few knights, their fellow butchers knew only too well where to aim their spears, and with now practiced savagery, they set about my brood brother, sending him flailing from the field.
Sanhes Shisnishka Stadrana Mohi.
Such is the truth the Holy See would keep hidden. Such was the beginning of the Dragon Song War.
Snowdoan ki Ulteda Maaz Mornish.
'Tis a song my kind shall ne'er forget, e'en should 10,000 years pass, and Ishgard crumble into dust. Ooh, this is heavy.
Your
Ooh.
tale bears scant resemblance to the one I was taught. How convenient that it should absolve your kind of all responsibility. But tell me, dragon, why should I believe your version of events?
Remember, this is a guy who literally kills dragons for a living.
Mixai eski listain. Non miki hisike. Kua ala aim el.
What thou choosest to believe is immaterial. The betrayal that yet haunts mine every waking moment is no less the truth to my kind.
Sai an usin ha an thon nizeg.
And Nidhogg meaneth for Thordan's people to suffer for this sin to the end of days.
Non wo I alamon a. I skor esk nik I es. Nes so I an in. Do in an. Olodra.
That which thou imaginest a war of extinction is but a punishment, a siege of the spirit. Hast thou not seen those who tire of the torment? Those who abandon their own and side with dragon kind?
Ishgard's so-called heretics.
Sale. Orn I nesh iratatoska kin for elna. Sith is nesh dokin an.
Know that all the traitors' progeny bear a trace of Ratatakar's essence, but a single sip of our blood is enough to awaken it.
Then, the seed lies within us.
Is ros esh idran. Oloson inizeg. Non nish I esk diedran en. Wa ulwa skola es alakin el andranken. Mondo.
'Tis for this reason that those who abandon their loyalties are rewarded with a drink, and thus they are transformed to join the ranks of Nidhogg's ever-growing army as a newborn dragon. One by one, through death or defecation, my brood brother shall account for all of the betrayer's children.
Ye gods, I have borne witness to such a transformation. Looked on as a heretic assumed the shape of a dragon. I imagined it some manner of Dravanian enchantment. But if any Ishgardian, regardless of allegiance, has such potential within them, 12 forgive us. To think of all the dragons we've slain.
To turn him into like legit full-ass dragons. There will always be some, of course, who choose to fight until the bitter end. Like thee, Dragoon.
Kawol smain. Kol su thrahal seskmoni. Se an in kinizeg.
But struggle as thou might, thy youthful vigor will be spent ere thou reachest 210, and Nighthawk shall remain to torment thine offspring.
Oft have I wondered why Nidhogg did not simply raze Ishgard to the ground. Now I have my answer. He has no intention of winning the Dragonsong War, for it is no war at all, but vengeance. An eternal requiem sung for his murdered sister.
In ice in Draho, ale Emilia in.
Thou hast the right of it, Dragon Slayer. Comprehendest thou now the futility of thy quest?
I have not come this far only to admit defeat. We can still return the eye to Nidhogg and beg forgiveness for our ancestors' crimes. Mayhap our words will sway him.
Ja lies as an in la tu ole ul in an hes isu.
Stubborn child, thou thinkest in mortal terms. Our perception of time is too broad for thee to grasp.
Du set in sori, nosta no lis as dui for in.
'Tis a simple matter for thee to offer thine apologies. Thou didst not perpetrate the crime. Despite thy visions, the deeds of history seem distant to thee.
An isi a uldran as nisek for, in lai as nesh I an iratatoska.
For a worm such as Nidhogg, however, that history is yet part of his present, as fresh as the blood that did gush from Ratatoska's wounds. How could he not have been driven mad?
In sith som ishi eskfa ulgar los an.
'Tis only by the calming embrace of Sheba's soul that mine own fury hath not consumed me.
Snosk for an, non an lis I an. Skol ilens an. Skola.
But let us speak no more of what is done. My faith in your kind is spent, and I would be alone. Well, we got a quick little history lesson. And it seems like most of the Dravanians are able to be dragons. Alright. House Velger was every bit as awe-inspiring as I imagined. His voice fairly dripped with power, and the will behind his words so undeniable that it transcended my ignorance of the dragon's tongue. 'Tis but a pity that I misliked what he said. So far did we travel, even unto the very heavens themselves, only to be dismissed like unruly children. And far from mitigating this humiliation, the hidden truths that we learned serve only to prove that our grand mission of peace was destined to fail from the first. Nothing will deter Nighthawk from his course. Well, then we're just gonna have to end him. Unfortunately. Unfork. Got a plan?
Well, what do you propose we do now? I, for one, am intent on continuing to the east.
Okay.
What is there to be found in the east?
Yeah, do tell.
Nidhogg's lair, the Eyrie, is said to lie in that direction. And the eye tells me he is near.
So you're still intent on killing this dude?
You cannot still mean to slay him.
You cannot still mean to stop me. I have been true to my word, and aided you in this fool's errand with Hraesvelgr.
He did say if it failed, he was going to continue his mission.
But your efforts at parley have come to naught, Lady Iceheart. I would see Ishgard saved, and for that, Nidhogg must die.
With the tale of our ancestors' vile betrayal yet ringing in your ears, you speak of continuing this war?
Nay, lady. I would but pierce its vengeful heart. When Nidhogg dies, this war shall die with him.
A moment, Estinian. You yourself spoke of the Great Worm's strength, that you believed him powerful enough to raise your city to the ground. How then are we few to challenge him?
And if I'm not mistaken, there's not really a war if all Dravanians can just turn into dragons, right? Like, you should be a community anyway. Like, just be a team.
Even behind the stout walls of Ishgard, with an army of knights manning the defenses, our victory would be hard won. Yet you propose to contend with the beast in his own lair.
Like a dummy.
In close combat, this will afford us an advantage. And if the tales are true, the Warrior of Light has bested many an invincible foe.
I have.
Such speculation is meaningless if we cannot even find the worm. Our first task must be to seek out Nidhogg's lair.
You were really intent on this.
The story of this nation grows bloodier by the moment. Must death always be answered with more of the same?
History repeats itself.
Such is the way of things, I fear. I shall consider it a miracle if mine armor is not stained crimson ere this conflict is ended.
You know it will be. Don't even try to say it won't. It's like you wanted it the whole time.
By my own lies. Everything I believed. Everything I thought I was. Gone. All gone.
Dude, poor girl. I hated her at the beginning, but it started to grow on me, and I feel so bad. She just got told by basically the love of her life.
Reach her now. And we have not the time to wait for her to gather up the pieces of her shattered faith.
You didn't know I was saying anything about her, Estinian. You leave me alone. She's a poor young girl with a broken heart who fell in love with the dragon. Let her love shine.